Welcome, everyone, and thanks for joining. So, Colleen, I'm going to let you start off the call here.
Well, awesome. I'm really excited. I'm going to start off the call with a little bit of housekeeping to show you where you can get more information on a lot of the things that we're going to talk about here tonight. And of course, that is on our team site. So let me pull that up and share my screen. And I just want to share the February news page. All right. So here we are on the team site, which is lifeasitcouldbe.com. Lifeasitcouldbe.com. You'll see all kinds of great stuff. Check out everything about NuCalm, Social X, or products, events. There's just a lot of wonderful stuff to look at later. But over on the right hand under our recent posts, every month we do a news post. And what we do that each month is we post what's new for that month. And so we're going to just talk about the February news real quickly, what's hot, and some of the events coming up. So NuCalm. What is NuCalm? There's a 4-minute video that explains that. Testimonials are here. The great interview with Mark Victor Hansen, how to use NuCalm. There's a playlist that'll take you through every one of the programs and show you exactly how to use it to get the most out of it. And then, of course, our new products from Pure Vibrance, the Citrus Silk Serum, which already launched in January and in February, and this is on February 14th, coming up in 2 weeks. 2 more of the Pure Vibrance products are launching, and those are our 2 oral care products that'll be launching. Also in January, we launched our social promoter program. So we've got a link there. You can get all the details. We're not going to cover all of those things tonight because you've got access to them to take a deep dive afterwards. So let's just talk about the events. Of course, tonight's team call that we're on. Thursday nights, we do product training. This Thursday is on mangosteen, and I'll be teaching about mangosteen. So if you'd like to learn more about mangosteen, tune in on Thursday night. Our Super Saturday, this is the big deal, because on this Super Saturday, we are launching NuCalm and 2 additional Pure Vibrance products that we just talked about. So it's going to be a great event. It's at 9 o'clock in the morning Pacific time, noon Eastern time. Make sure you put that on your calendar. Saturday, February 14th. And we'll see you there, because that's when it's going to get really exciting. It's going to be go time. And then our next team call, we always do a team call, our monthly calls on the Wednesday following the Super Saturday. So there's the link and all the information to join the team call then. And then, of course, every week our 2 virtuals. On Tuesday nights is Corporate Does a Biz Up, and on Thursday night, of course, is our product training. And then you can always catch up on last month's news, where there's a lot of information about NuCalm and about the new Pure Vibrance products. So with that, I need to go find my other screen and stop sharing and turn it back over to Pat.
Well, guess what? Tomorrow night, Collie just told you, we have our corporate call, and Stuart Finger, our owner, is going to be doing it. And he has got a really, really exciting update that you're going to want to hear, something brand new. And you're going to love what he has to tell you about. He worked on it all weekend, and it's pretty special. So we are excited. But tonight was going to be about NuCalm. We had an amazing call last week, talking about it. But I've had a lot of calls, and so have the leaders and colleagues, like, now what do we do? What should we do before the 14th? Like, should we just sit and wait until the 14th, or should we be sending stuff out? What should we do? So I thought we'd get together. Once we talk, please, this is about you guys asking us questions, etc., on how to build up to this. But the one thing I would like to share first is, don't wait. We want to get building right away. All right. Now, there's going to be those people we talk to that only want the NuCalm. Great. They don't have to wait. As long as they are in Europe, Canada, United States, and Mexico, they can join. And all they have to do is join and take a spot in your matrix tree. All right? They don't have to buy any product. They just have the spot, and it's just going to be a black spot in your matrix tree, and it'll be inactive until the 14th. And guess what? On the 14th, they sign up right away, and they get their 7-day trial. And then, of course, their credit card will go through on the 7th day, and they will be active. but put them in now. Talk about, okay, I'm going to be putting lots of people in. Maybe you'll get some people underneath you because I'm going to be putting lots of people in between now and the 14th, right? So don't wait. You want to get them in at the top of your organization, or as close to the top of your organization as possible, so that they will get spillover. All right. So, Collie, what have you got to say about that?
Absolutely. And the 170 countries that are going to be opening. I'm excited about that because many of us have been involved in companies in the past that were open in markets that we no longer have access to. When our company Zango was open in 56 countries, we went to Zija, we lost a few, kept a few. Zija went to Isogenics, lost some more. And here we are in Social X with some wonderful countries that we're grateful that we're open in, but yet so many others that we have friends in, and even family and former business partners that we haven't been able to get into because it takes a long time to take products across the border with all the different things with regulations and warehousing and all of the stuff. This product, border friendly, 170 markets. So I'm going to be making a list, and have been reaching out to all of the people in all of those markets, and maybe even making some new friends in those markets. Where do you want to go vacation next year? Let's make a friend in that market so that we can build a team there and have a business reason to go visit that country next year. But I'm making that list, and I'm just telling them something huge is launching, and it's that market. There's people I've been trying to talk to about Social X that they've been, interested in some of them are customers, and they really like the Xanthomist, but haven't been building the business. The moment this product came around, they are like contacting everybody. And yes, sign them up, get them in. And we won't be able to sign up the 170, but we can certainly sign up the 20 some countries that markets that we're open in right now. But make sure you're getting the word out and let those people have the opportunity to contact people and be all ready to go on February 14th.
Mm-hmm. And one of the things that Collie's doing right now is she is vetting a bunch of programs that we'll be able to AI dub the videos in their languages. Okay, so let's say like we're working on Israel right now. So we're going to be able to dub in their language so that they will hear exactly what we're hearing. So as you bring on people, we want to know. You want to be sending us messages and saying, I've got some real great prospects here, etc. What can I send them? And we're here to help you because we want to build around the world with you. Okay, so we've been playing around with one program right now, and I know the Spanish are loving it, but they're not the Spanish. The Polish are loving it, but not the Spanish. So we're going to try some other ones until we get the right program. But please let us know what we can do for you. Reed Nelson, I see you at the bottom there. I want you to chime in, please, sir.
Sir, wow. How would you like me to chime in on which?
You have been really prospecting hard all over the world.
Yeah, in fact, I've reached out to some friends in Germany today, and I've reached out to obviously some Polish people, and I've reached out to some people in the UK and several other areas today. I'm not waiting for anything. I'm sending them the Mark Victor Hansen video as far as NuCalm goes, which is what we're going to be able to do for them right away, and waiting to hear back. They're sleeping now. So we'll see about when they respond. But, there's no reason to wait for anything. It's just a matter of being excited, telling people what you're excited about. I see Julie there. We were talking to her earlier today, and we were talking about just use your natural enthusiasm. You're excited about this. Tell them why you're excited. That's the best thing you can possibly do, is tell people why you're excited and what excites you about this, because that's natural. It comes across. It's not a text message, right? It's not an email. It's you. It's your voice. So I'm doing this a lot of voice texts and using my voice on Messenger as well, because you can hit the little microphone thing and send out voice messages as well. Heck with typing. It's too much typing anyway. So, especially when you're hunting and pecking, right? So just do it. Get your list out. I don't care if it's an old list, new list, talk to people 10 times before. This is different. This is totally different. And so I think this is pretty darn easy to get people's attention with. You don't have a lot of competition out there. So this is like our game. This is purely our game. So treat it like that and run for it. Please run for it. This stuff works. I've been taking the 20-minute power nap every day. And I do that and I get up and I got energy again. I'm running. I'm good. Good for hours again. Kind of good run down a little bit. And I'm not, Pat knows this, I'm not the greatest sleeper in the world. So it's like, so that 20-minute power nap fuels me for hours, literally hours. And I don't know any business people. I don't know any mothers, fathers, businessmen, anybody. So guys working at the warehouse on a job, whatever. Take your lunch break, put those things on, listen up, you're good for the rest of the day. It's just a fantastic program, the power nap. Take my word for it. Well, you don't have to take my word for it. You should though. It's a great program and it works. So anyway,
Awesome.
That's my 2 cents.
Excellent. Troy, can you tell us about your testimonial?
Absolutely. Wow. So I've been using well, in the beginning, I got to be honest. I was like, can this stuff really, does it really work? And I just said, you know what? I have access to it, so I'm going to use it. So I've used almost every single, I guess, option there. But the biggest one, well, 2 big ones. First one, I had to try the deepest sleep. I don't have a problem sleeping. It's not me. Good thing my wife's not here. This is not recorded, right? So it's my wife. And so I said, and some of my history with my wife. And what I mean is she's always been my guinea pig. So she sleeps she wakes up on everything. So I've been putting on the deep sleep with a speaker. And the first day that she rested, it was only 6 hours. We didn't sleep the whole 8 or 10 hours like everyone else does. She stretched like a cat. And I just said, wow, she's never done that before. That's kind of weird. And then I repeated again the second night. I'm like, this is pretty cool. But I have to share with you, I really got excited with hearing about the 78 professional sports team using it. Some of you know, I call myself an older athlete. I'll be in the best shape of my life when I hit 50 in May. And so I wanted to use Ignite. I wanted to see what this is about. So I put Unstoppable on for me, and I had the family listen to it, kind of blasting a little bit in the car. I don't recommend it, but I did. And first thing my wife says, what's this supposed to do? I feel like I'm going to go and beat someone up. and some of you know my wife's she claims 5 feet tall, but she's about 4'11". But I've been, some of you also know that my sport is badminton. I played the US Open when I was 22, which is about 28 years ago. I use Ignite Unstoppable. It's I think it's 20 minutes. And I've been using it for the past 3 weeks. I have played the best badminton I've ever played in my life at almost 50. Next time I'll record it, but thank you.
Awesome. Brad Holmes, I know you're in the gym right now.
I was hoping you guys would call on me. I'm going to tell you right now, you always hear, oh, this product's life changing, change your life. It has. Okay. $50 a month, it's going to be less than that. I'd spend $500 a month for this product. Okay. If I didn't make a penny off of it for the first time, I'm a lifelong insomniac. And again, it's probably been pretty close to 3 weeks. Most of my life, I dread going to sleep because I know I don't care how exhausted I am. I'm going to lay in bed. My brain's going to go for hours. And then I'm going to get a little bit of sleep. And then I'm going to wake up and I can't go back to sleep. That's why it's not been uncommon for me to get up at 3:34 in the morning because I've been awake for an hour. And I might as well, if I'm not sleeping, might as well get up. And of course, I'm wasted by 9 o'clock. Last 3 weeks, I would say at least half a dozen, maybe 8 times, I've slept 7 or 8 hours in a row without waking. I haven't done that in 15 years, and that's happened in the last couple of weeks. Last night, classic example, laid down, fell asleep in less than 20 minutes. I know that because I use the track that starts with the rescue focus and then goes into deepest sleep. And so you can hear some music before the music goes away. I didn't hear the music go away. Less than 20 minutes, I was asleep. I didn't move until 7 hours later and feel great. That Ignite for sports and that sort of stuff, I'm telling you what, you know, we replaced crack cocaine with that sucker. I'm telling you right now, okay? Best workouts I've ever had. I'm doing the recovery and the is it called venous nerve? What's it called? Vagal nerve or something like that. I've been doing that on loop, and I'm not going to say it until I'm getting a little bit farther down the road. I'm starting to see some relief from some physical issues that I've been dealing with for the last 4 years. This is truly, I mean, it's not just good, it's not just great, it is phenomenal as the results that I'm getting. And so, you know, I don't. Oh, and I got one more thing I want to tell you about. Okay, I got a testimonial. It's off the track. The citrus silk serum. Okay, I got to the beach this weekend. I put that on in the morning, on my chest and back and that sort of stuff. And a few hours later, I'm out on the beach, and I did not burn. Okay, now I'm half Mexican, half English. The white boy kills me. All right, because I always burn until I get a tan, and so I don't get out the beach often enough. I've got to put sunblock on. I didn't. I used that in the morning, and I was out, heat of the day all the way till sunset, didn't burn a bit, which was unbelievable. Okay, I'm done. I'm excited.
Yep. Okay. Thanks, Fred. Colby, you've been using it. How are you feeling? There's just a few of us that got a little bit of a head start on everybody. Sorry about that, but
yes, I was going to start with the apology too, because I know the others are everyone saying, "Can you get me in? Can you get me in?" So we were only given a few, and then we added more until they finally said, "Stop." It's only 12 days away, folks, and we're going to all have access to it. But yes, they let a few people that turned into a few more. And so I'm grateful for that because of the experiences. And we're learning from each other here. So yes, sleep has always been an issue for me, such a huge issue. I sleep and pain, going to sleep and waking up in the night with pain and not being able to go back to sleep. And for years, I took Tylenol PM until I found out it was killing my brain. And then so I said, well, my brain health is more important to me. And I quit taking it. I've tried everything. And I actually have medical cannabis product that works. Problem is, it takes hours to kick in, and then it only lasts for so many hours. So again, I wake up in the night and I don't want to take more because it's going to take hours to kick in again. So I'm going to be awake for hours. It's just been a problem. Nothing has worked until this app. Now, here's what's so great. The first time, I didn't know that Deep Sleep Plus was Rescue, which rescues for stress. They have a thing where you can take a stress test on it. You speak into it for 25, 30 seconds. I don't remember how long. And it will rate you. My stress from 0 to 100 was a 40. It's in the red. It recommended that I do the rescue, which you can do for 20 minutes or 30 or 40 and up to a couple hours, I think. It recommended I do it for 120 minutes a day, 3 times a week for a while. But anyway, I didn't know that rescue was Deep Sleep Plus starts with 20 minutes of rescue. That's really helped me a lot. And so I'm using that now. And like Fred said, it's only 20 minutes of the rescue with the music, and then it goes into the deep sleep part of the app. I never hear the music turn off. I'm always asleep before then, and I'm sleeping all night long. And I will wake up sometimes, but I go right back to sleep, and it's incredible. And I track my sleep with my Apple Watch. I get a sleep score. My sleep scores usually was 40s and 50s. It's been 80s and has even hit in the 90s twice. So it's incredible. I have not used it for working out yet. I'm looking forward to doing that. I have not used some of the other ones, but yes, the power nap I finally got after having family in town and not enough sleep, and I just didn't get the hours. And guess what? In the middle of the day when I felt like I was going to die, 20 minutes, and I was good to go. And by the way, on the site, I'm just going to take just a moment because I just got some messages, people asking, and I'm just going to share it again. Sharing the screen. I just want to go to the NuCalm page. It's on here, right on the website. When you go Life as It Could Be NuCalm. It's also in the news post. But when we go, this is a great page to share with your prospects. Why is it? It's border friendly because it's app-based. No shipping, no handling, no inventory. It's not a lotion, potion, or pill. Faster global business building, big impact on real world wellness. Here is the launch event. For those of you who missed it, would like to see it. I tell people go to What is NuCalm? It's 4 minutes, and under here are the dubs. So we talked about we're playing with apps. This one's Polish, this one's Spanish. It'll give the information right now. And one of the programs that we're working with, it'll be one video where you can click on it for English, Spanish, Polish, and other languages as they come. So we're really looking forward to all the technology that we have access to. And it'll all be launching here with us as well on February 14th. But I love this graphic. So you can grab this, right click on it, copy and paste, and send this to people. 36 years of clinically patented, proven neuroscience. 78 professional sports teams since 2011. This has been used by the Special Forces, Navy SEALs, Air Force Special Ops, Border Patrol, BORTAC, BORSTAR, FBI hostage rescue teams, and SWAT. It's on and on. It's undeniable. And these two patents, the first one in 2015, it was awarded a patent for the systems and methods for balancing and maintaining the health of the human autonomic nervous system. And this one that was issued in 2021 for the methods used to develop neuroacoustic software that users listen to, methods and devices for applying dynamic, this is all technical, nonlinear oscillations and vibrations to elicit a physiological state change in humans. This isn't just like you're kind of bummed, you put on some music, you feel better for a while, and then it wears off. It's not like that. This is something that is giving a change in the state of human beings. I'm so excited. Oh, and the 2.7 million procedures, surgical procedures without anesthesia. This is a big deal, folks. So I want everyone to know that. Here's the chicken soup for the mind. If you share this page, you can tell them what to look at. You can tell them just that 4-minute video and say, if that gets your interest, go down and watch the Mark Victor Hansen video. And then chances are they're going to go everywhere. But here's the tutorial. It's a playlist on all the different ones. If you go here, you'll see all the different apps. So you can learn about the apps. Go ahead and learn about it now so that when you get your app, you're going to have everything and already know what each one of the programs is for, how to use it. It's all here. So the testimonial page, this thing is amazing. So there's videos here. There's 19 videos on how different people are using it, the success stories. Look at these testimonials. This is from the Chicago Blackhawks captain when they won the Stanley Cup. I mean, it goes on and on, from people from the Air Force Athlete of the Year, from the head trainer for the Chicago Blacks, the former Green Beret combat veteran, Tony Robbins, which, by the way, Tony Robbins has been using this app for a long time. He's been selling the app, and you can get the app from Tony, but you can't get paid if you share it with others. So resist the urge to try to get this app anywhere else, because when we launch it, you will get a discount on what anyone else pays, and you'll also get programs that nobody else has, and you'll also get paid when you share it with other people. But on and on and on. There's so many testimonials, video testimonials, written ones. Take a look, take a listen, and then finally, here's some tools. David D'Arcangelo wrote a book. You can get it here in Kindle or paperback. All the science, everything else. And then I put some other tools down here because people are asking. Again, the book, but the sleep mask. It's not just a sleep mask. That's why I put it down here. I did the wired and the Bluetooth, because some people want the Bluetooth so they don't have cords if they're sleeping at night. Other people do not want that extra EMF. And so whatever it is that you need, wired or unwired, you can use it on any device. Same thing with the speaker, wired or unwired, whatever you want. But there's links here that you can get it. You can use your earbuds. You can use any headphones. You can use any of that. But the reason they want you is, like, especially when you're working out and stuff, But when you get the headband headphones, which the sleep mask is the same, you can wear it as a headband if you're jogging or working out, or you can pull it down over your eyes and use it as a mask as well. So those are the tools and stuff available. And what I would really love, as I learned, we're learning so much. Now I'm going to get back to unshare. We're learning so much about the new Pure Vibrance products that I see Lisa, and she doesn't know I'm going to ask her this. So Lisa, but I kind of know that you're one that can just jump right in. She taught us a few things about citrus silk for people who are worried about the EMF. And by the way, the question was asked, and Jim Poole said, you can download each of these programs on your phone. You can put your phone in airplane mode, so you can play it without the EMF going off. But there still is some whatever, especially if you have a Bluetooth headset. But Lisa, would you just share with everybody what you shared with us about the citrus silk and how it helps block the EMF?
Sure. I've been using the citrus silk since I actually helped develop it. And I want to say it's been 15 years. Let me just say, before we get into the EMFs, I had wrinkles then that I don't have now at 63. And yes, like the other gentleman said, many people have experienced that it protects them from sunburn. I do want to just put a disclaimer that test that first if you're somebody that burns. We have had people that, redheads say, oh, I can go in the sun and slather it on, and they go get a sunburn. So just, be careful on that one. The citrus silk you can wear, eat, or smell, and it will give you protection from EMFs. I've muscle tested probably 1,000 people, and invariably they can, hold their cell phone connected in a call. And I'll mention that again in a second. And they're strong after they've just smelled the citrus silk. I have them put it on their hands, rub it together like a hand lotion, take a couple of deep breaths, and they're protected against the EMFs. What did I just say I was going to come back to? It's past my bedtime. Sorry. What did I say, Carly?
Well,
I know. In Vibrance, we do a lot of balance tests and muscle tests to, demonstrate the products. And if you've ever had a company with any like cell phone protection devices do any of those tests, I've never seen another company or product line that will test you with the phone in a call. And this is why. If I test somebody with their phone on with no protection, they're going to be weak. And then most of the devices out there, if you test them again with the phone on, they're strong until they connect in a call, and then it's not strong enough to protect them. So in other words, they can call their voicemail or call somebody else just so the phone is connected in a call. And every other EMF protection tool that I've tested that way, people are not strong once the device is in a call. But not the case with citrus silk. They're still strong even when it's in a call.
Cool. I'm slathering it on my face and my ears and breathing it in since you told us that.
Yeah. Oh, and so the other thing that we talked about the other night, it's I use it first thing in the morning. It's my facial serum, and sometimes my whole body serum if I have time, but I'm always on the go, so not so much. But that's going to protect me, I'd say 3 to 6 or 7 hours. And if you have more stress or more EMF exposure, it's going to be on the lower end of that. Excuse me. But it's delicious in your water, in tea, on chocolate, and salad dressing. So try to get in a habit of using it throughout the day. I actually had somebody with some type of testing device, and I wasn't there when she did this, but she was a naturopath, and she had a device that tested the hydration of your water and said that the difference between water with and without the citrus silk sprayed in it was night and day.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Cool. Well,
Awesome.
I'm looking forward to doing more stuff with it. Yeah.
sure.
Few
Awesome.
questions in the chat. We're going to address real quick and what EMFs are,
Well-
the electromagnetic frequencies that are emitted from electronic devices, Wi-Fi, things like that. Too much, not a good thing. And so protection, which is wonderful. Somebody asked about the pricing. We're going to have 3 different pricing. We're going to have an a la carte for those of you who maybe just want the stress program or maybe just want the sleep. There'll be a middle one, which will have a couple of things. And then the $50 a month is the full blown everything, even with the FBI and the military using right now, which qualifies you in the comp plan. So now that's why we can be in 170 countries, because that one product will qualify that those individuals in the comp plan if they have the $50 one. If they just want to be a customer and get a $15 one, great. If they want to make money and build the business and be qualified, they get the $50 app.
Yep. Cool. So Colleen was talking about the mask. So I just wanted to show you what it looks like. And I got the one with the Bluetooth on each side. And I think it was like $23. It is really, really soft, easy to go on. And I use it in the daytime and at night. I do have speakers, but I find personally that I sleep better with this. It's more, I don't know. I've never used a mask before. And this is the first one, but I find it really comfy, and it just envelopes you, and you can hear the sound. Like I sleep on the different sides, and so if I'm hearing on both sides, it's just absolutely great. So I highly recommend it. I just bought it off Amazon. I think Collie put the link there. It's like $23. It's well worth the money. For me, the sleeping has helped a lot, but I've really got into Tony Robbins and listening to the Prime. So I think I've got them all listened to now. And I'm going to say, this is really weird. As I'm listening to it like Tony's voice is so nice and soft and everything, it just calms me down. And I'm really excited about that one. The rescue has been good. And so I've got a lot of health challenges. I don't anymore. But I want to make sure they stay away. So I think that's going to be a great one too. So I can't wait for you all to use. But tonight was more about, what are you going to be doing between now and the 14th? All right. Have you started making your lists of all the people? Like, what did everybody say? There's not one person that can't use this, from little children, all the way up to centurions. Everybody can use this. So make your lists. Start, whether you want to do teasers. I'm actually getting them. I'm going, you need to be involved in this, and you need to get a spot. Like, I'm being pretty bold, I guess. But I want them in, not just in my business. I want them as a customer, because I know that they need the product. So any more questions for us? You can unmute yourself, guys.
This call is being recorded, yes. Somebody asked, can we take the testimonials? Okay, that was before I showed you the testimonial page. So, Kay, there is all those testimonials you have access to, video one after another after another. I would recommend sharing this entire call, because it is going to be short, and it also talks about the opportunity. So I would recommend that, which the recording will be up on the news. Lives could be on that news post. That promotion of it will be replaced by the recording within the hour, and we can start sharing with people. But that testimonial page, there's just so many great ones, videos and written ones as well.
You got to listen to the dentist one. That one just blew me away. So every dentist, and I know I've already checked it out. There's 12 dentists in my area, and everybody's going to get that link. I don't care if they're not mine or not. This is amazing how you can relax a patient, and the dentist can go in and do his job with no stress. So I think it's quite interesting. So any last words, anybody?
I have a question. I think I saw somewhere that you have, oh gosh, what's it called? The website builder. Um,
Are you
Oh.
talking about the app?
I'm sorry, what?
Are you talking about the app, the Now Site
No.
app?
Now site, yes.
Yeah, by the way, there's already a lot of great content being loaded in the Now Site app that we're going to have very soon to a week before it launches, some teasers and stuff to count down that we could post on social media. So it is an app that you can get in your back office when you log in at Social X, which I know some of our new members of Pure Vibrance family don't quite have yet, but I hear it's supposed to happen tomorrow. So you're going to have your access. When you log into the back office, you'll be able to see the app and sign up for it, and you get it for free for how long? And then it's $9 a month, and it's going to have all this great content that you can share on
And the
NuCalm.
AI chat that I used it today I asked the AI to do 100-word on NuCalm, and it was just amazing what it came up with,
Oh,
for
nice.
posting.
If somebody already has a subscription with them, do you know if they can add the app for?
Yes, because a lot of people did, and you'll just contact them at their customer service and let them know your username and everything for what you have right now, and let them know you want to add the Social X Now Site.
Okay, great.
Perfect. Okay, everybody. Be on the call tomorrow night. socialxwebinar.com at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And you're going to be really excited to hear what Stu has to say tomorrow night. Things are happening so fast. Like it's going sometimes faster than we can keep up with, but don't stop now. Get as many people in as possible before the 14th because it's going to be worth their while too. Okay. All right.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks, Pat. Thanks, Holly.
Good
Bye,
night.
everybody.
Bye, everyone.